Even as Idaho moves to open up vaccines to all adults early, the Washington Department of Health has no plans to move up the vaccine eligibility for people 16 and older. Health officials say it's because of demand. Thanks for staying up with Nightside. I'm Aaron Luna. Next week, the health department says it's expected to get 400,000 doses for the first time. It may seem like a lot, but health officials say supply is still an issue. New on Nightside, one Spokane woman tells Kaitlin Knapp she doesn't mind waiting her turn to get a shot.
After next week, health officials say allocations for vaccines are dropping. They believe they're not getting a clear path of supply from the federal government, which trickles down to where we stand in the state's vaccine phases. It's something health officials say about 70% of Washingtonians are eager to get a COVID vaccine.
Yeah, I was more worried about my parents than I was about myself or my little sister.
31-year-old Melanie Perry lives in Spokane and isn't eligible right now. She says she doesn't mind waiting her turn.
I understand the frustration, but there is reason to care about others more above yourself at times, if possible.
Other states are moving ahead of President Biden's directive, like Idaho. Panhandle Health is already scheduling appointments for people 16 and older. Washington isn't one of them.
We want to make sure we get as many different groups in before we open up to the entirety of the population.
The state says it comes back to supply and demand. Dr. Umair Shah says the demand outstrips the supply of vaccines.
We've got 5 weeks before we get to May 1. We still have demand with even the groups that are currently eligible.
At least one phase is ahead of schedule, though the general population will still have to wait until May 1st. Perry says she's okay with that.
I mean, it's just a matter of patience and keeping perspective and such.
While there isn't a plan to move phases up faster, Dr. Shah says this could be discussed depending on the data. In studio, Kaitlin Knapp for News Nightside.